great.
Welcome to All Gas, No Brakes podcast.
She's beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Reverend Kelly.
Just for love.
Yes.
Right now, and you can sing, girl.
Oh, thank you.
How you be blowing? You almost sound a little bit like me.
Okay.
A little bit. It's a little bit. I give it to you.
Hey, what's up, Bushra?
Hey. Hey, Sam. Yes, Bush. I'm here. Yes, she sounds amazing.
Yes,
Go.
you can sing. You can sing with an A.
Yeah, with an A, she sang.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, thank you for finally getting on the show. I know we've been chatting for a very long time, and I've been wanting to get you on the show for a very long time. And recently we started doing these Instagram live interviews, and thought it was dope that you would just, join us and we can, rap about all the things
Until we
doing.
get her flued out.
What'd you say, Quan?
Yeah.
Yeah, until we get her flued out.
Flew her out.
Flued out.
Flew out.
Yeah,
Flew out.
out.
Nice.
Yeah, it's coming.
Hell yeah, hell. Hey, so the way we do our show, when we do them in person, we normally ask the guests to tell us and tell our fans where we can find you. We normally give our Instagrams out, and if you got websites or YouTube, feel free to let them know where they can find you. And I'll also make this a actual audio podcast plus a video podcast as well. So
Right. Absolutely.
So where can we find you at?
Hey, so you can find me on Instagram is where I'm most active at Miss Eyes, MSEYEZ. I have a link tree. So on my link tree, you can get to my Spotify, my official sites, my sister sites, and my other social media like Twitter. So that's linktree.com/Miss Eyes, MSEYEZ. Most platforms, my name is taken. So I used to go with EYE39Z or Miss Eyes or Eyes Pop Music.
Word.
Everywhere.
Miss Eyes, got her on the show. Where can we find you at, lady? On my left down there. Find you at?
I am Quanah Vallin. I am on Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, YouTube. I am everywhere.
And you are everywhere. And you have your. I got my drink too. Hey guys, I'm just
Exactly.
enjoying myself.
I have some water.
You got water? I had that earlier.
I've been drinking that all day.
Me too. I got my answer in already. So you can find me at Super Saiyan Santi, but preferably at AGNB Podcast, All Gas No Break Podcast. I'm always on this thing all the time. Shout out to my boy at Rex Corollas. Shout out to Witches. Those guys, they're not able to be on the lives. But Quanah, we were blessed to have Quanah on here. This is about to be hilarious. And we're just going to dive on in, Miss Eyes, because I see that first of all, you can sing. I love the new song. I want to get the name correct. I will listen to your Spotify. The new song is called Go For It.
Yes.
That's like the hit right now.
Thank you. I'm sorry, you didn't ask me.
Oh no, go, man, girl, go. Talk about it.
What is it about?
It's just, well, I was just going to say, it's so competitive. Everyone wants to do things one way in this field now. And it's like, you got to release an album. And then 3 months later, release another one. And, it's not just a financial thing, but as an artist, sometimes you want people to really get the song. You want it to resonate with people, and releasing another song right after, it's just not, for me, I want you to listen to it and get to know it,
Yeah.
Know the words.
Yeah.
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 It's really good. Like shout out to your engineer, your producer. Who's the engineer? Who's the producer?
Yeah.
Want to shout out? Because that song is real clean. I'm an engineer myself, so I know when it sounds very clean.
I'm so happy. His name is Jeremy. Jeremy Rimshot De La Cruz.
Oh, right.
Name.
Yeah. Yeah. So there was a studio called 21 Hertz. And I recorded it there. They moved to LA, but they were out here in the Bay Area for like 10 years.
I love it.
Bay Area. She's in the Bay Area corner.
Right. I love LA. Oh my God, I love Cali.
I love Cali. Yo, stay out of the Louis Vuittons.
You know, when you live near them, sometimes it's really just an attraction. Like you drive past it, like ooh, and that's it.
And that's it.
So you live, yeah, because unless you live right in that neighborhood, you're not gonna stay there long enough to see anything you would like. You just drive by and like, ooh, look, a millionaire.
Right.
Keep on about your day.
But hey, right now, running up in them Louis Vuittons out there in the Bay Area. They running in them and just jacking stuff right now. Be safe out there.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't a part of that. I'm not familiar with the media and what they're saying, because the last time I checked, everybody's in San Francisco getting robbed anyway. So,
what?
You know, yeah. I mean, the studio I was at about 8 months ago, they broke in and took everything.
Wow.
And this studio is underground.
Wow.
Okay, so you gotta come in, you gotta go down 3 flights of stairs, you have to get buzzed in, you gotta have a key, and they still managed to break in and steal all of the equipment. And so they had to go out of business.
What?
Yeah, so I'm like, you know, stealing some clothes and stuff like that happens all the time in San Francisco. So
I'm here.
Right.
My phone just hit me with a low battery thing. I'm like, I just charged this thing. These iPhones don't stay charged long anymore, man. I tell you.
Yeah.
Now I gotta find me an outlet. But y'all keep. So let me ask you a question. How long have you been doing?
I'm just proud to see that with all the competition going on, you decided to still do your thing. That's, I think, what's great about Black women is that we just keep going regardless of what's anybody else doing. She wearing purple, I'm going to wear velvet. Like, we're going to just not be the same. I'm going to do my own thing.
Yeah. Thank you for that. Because, you know, I try to be myself, stay true to myself. There are times where, you know, you have to march along. You know, you got to follow the rules sometimes. But when it comes to music and it comes to creativity, sometimes you have to just be yourself and do what your artistic eye sees and understands.
Because somebody going to feel that. Somebody going to have gone through something and they going to absolutely feel that. And that's going to be their good morning song when they wake up. That's going to be the song
yes,
because they can relate.
Yes. And I hope that that's someone's favorite song.
No,
excuse me, I check my battery too, and I see I'm running a little low.
Running low.
Right? These phones are crazy nowadays. But no, I saved it on my Spotify. I hit my Spotify.
Yeah.
So it was good.
But that's what I'm saying. We need songs we can resonate with. A lot of these songs don't hit like they used to, you know.
No, they do not.
Yes.
We got to keep the real music alive. They'll hit you with a good beat and no real words. And that'll be the whole song.
Well, you know, and you also congratulations on all the awards.
Yes.
Like,
thank you.
You're being noticed.
You know, yes, it feels really good. You know, you don't really do it for attention. But one day I had to understand, like, getting an award is like, why not?
Yeah. Yeah, hell yeah.
Like, why not solidify it? Because, you know, sometimes to get an award, it might cost a little extra to submit.
Yeah.
But why not?
Why not?
You're already you already qualified.
Yeah.
If you qualify, why not go for it?
Go for it. I tell people that all the time. I mean,
I
for
agree.
Yes.
and it's
I agree.
go through that. Some of these managers are older than the employees, and it's really intimidating because that person has been there for 20 years, and you just got hired as a 20-year-old to manage them, and so
Yes.
that's very intimidating. You know,
Yeah.
you're not concentrating on yourself. A lot of things out there distract you. You know.
So how long have you been in the entertainment industry? How long have you been singing for?
You know, since I was 3.
Wow.
I was so it's like there was many things going on in my youth. So I was already in a musical family. You know, my grandmother was a singer, my mom, her sisters. My dad is not a musician. He was an athlete, but he loved 1940s because, you know, he's older. So it was already there. And, you know, growing up in a house with the piano, it was going to happen anyway.
Yeah.
But I was discovered when I was very young by an agent, and she waited for me to turn a certain age in order to start working with her. So, yeah, 3 to 5 years old.
Wow.
What song were you singing at 3 years old to get you noticed? Like, what was the song? What was your song?
Over the Rainbow.
Hey.
Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
Good song.
Yes, that's my first piece.
That joint crank though, like that shit will hit different. That song.
Yeah, you know,
what was that?
Judy Garland is just so talented, and she would inspire. She's inspiring generations after her.
Yeah.
She's such a beautiful person and has such a beautiful voice and face. She's a wonderful person, and she has to be my biggest influence because she was like one of the best things I looked up to growing up. I love her so much.
Okay. We answered one of my questions as far as inspirations.
Yeah. Did that.
So, my question then is: do you have music videos? I was looking through your catalog and YouTube. Do you have music videos out? Are you planning on putting out some music videos?
You know, I'm. You know, something always happens when I try to release music videos.
Okay.
It doesn't always work out. At some point, I had to go to court. And even though, and I'm going to tell you just a little tip for anybody listening, just because you win a court case does not mean they will pay you your money back. Like, that's a whole nother court case.
It is.
So, I mean, you could be right, but, you know, I have one music video. It wasn't well understood, not because it was bad or anything, but it wasn't like how it is now where submitting it could be like just getting fast food. Yeah. So the people that I did submit the video to, they weren't interested because they were going based on like Bay Area. And as you know, Bay Area is mainly hip hop and metal and rock. Yeah. So, you know, me being a pop artist, you know, they threw some shade like, oh, well, it's a performance piece. Like, I mean, yeah, it's a performance piece, but it's a music video and you can play it, but you can't tell somebody what they can and can't do on their platform.
And about that is with your voice, I think that your video should be made very simple. It shouldn't be, you don't need extra lights, extra camera, just you, your beautiful self, your beautiful voice, even if it's just you on a stage. Just singing. That's all we need to focus on because we'll see what it means to you through your facial expressions, the way you sing it, how you present it. That will be what we need to see. So all the lights and camera, those are for the people who don't really have all that you have to sing. A lot of people to push buttons and make that shit sound right, but it just comes for you. So you can stand anywhere. It's a natural talent. It's a talent that comes back from our ancestors that they've been singing without any harmony. The way you present it That's all you need to show us. And a badass dress for that big ass, beautiful body, and let's go. I say that's the whole video, right? That's all I need to do.
Yeah.
You know, I asked that question too because somebody, one of the viewers asked the name of the song. It's "Go For It," and it's on Spotify. Just for everybody, "Go For It," and it's on Spotify. I saw the YouTube live performance you did. It's black and white.
Yeah.
And I asked this because I'm actually, if you're okay with it, I was going to utilize that with, and if you can send me the actual edited audio clip, not the live version, but the actual audio file. If you could send that to me of the song, I was going to use it as an intro and outro for this,
Okay.
what we're doing here.
Yes.
Okay. It'll take me a minute, but I can do it.
And yeah, try if you can. And I know how to, I also know how to rip stuff offline too. So, you know.
Okay. Well, I have the original video file. I just, I guess I would just have to convert it.
If you can't, and you're just okay with me doing it on my own, I can figure it out.
Okay.
She's like, all right. I can figure it out. So
right.
So besides just loving it, music, of course, what made you decide to pursue a career in music? Because you're all in.
Yeah, all or nothing.
Yeah, so it was never any thought or doubt. And I think because, you know, I did a lot of stuff as a young person. And I think that when you're a young person, a minor who already has an artistic vision, who already has the proper training, like, it isn't always well respected because they don't want to listen to you, even if you know what you're talking about. To them, even if you're paying them, like, you're still a kid. So, I kind of forgot your question. Like,
what made you pursue a career in music?
Yeah, okay. So I just always wanted to do it. I always wanted to do it, and I actively did pursue it. You know, at the end of the day, when I went to my rehearsals when I was a toddler, all the way up until I was an adult, like, it wasn't my parents, like, pushing me. It was me pushing me.
Who did you live with, the Jacksons?
No, no. Well, you know something?
I think it's when you missed the note.
I was hard on myself. You know, one of my first auditions, I beat myself up for years. I'm just now trying to get over it because I had an audition and I practiced it, everything so well. And I went to the audition and I forgot all my lines. And I was like, and then when I tried to remember them, then I blacked out. And then I felt so bad and I was punishing myself. Like, you could have did better. And then as an adult, I felt like if I had got that show, my whole life would have been different. But I'm getting over it now because when you're a child like that, when you're 5, it's probably a blessing that you didn't get it.
Trust me.
You learned from that.
Trust me.
Yeah.
So what have you learned from it?
She's still fighting. She had to fight to the death for her stuff.
She said she's still fighting over it from 5 years old. She's still fighting over it.
Don't, girl, them child stars, they don't grow up. They don't get that chance. And so that you be glad that you learn what you learn. But I know I've done a lot. I used to do act and all of that. And one of them shows, I just decided to not do what I was supposed to do, and I fell on stage on purpose.
Oh, you fell on purpose?
On purpose.
You're a comedian.
That happens.
I'm sorry, Mika. I fell on purpose, but I fell on purpose, and it was the best damn show. Everybody loved it.
You knew what you was doing.
So it don't even matter. But I did fall on stage when we did Rock the Boat. My bad. But you know, you do what works for you. You can't please everyone. Everybody's not gonna like you, and it might not have nothing to do with your sound. It could be your look. They're gonna say, "Oh no, you know them red balls. They all, you know, and they, you know, all that." Them blondes always having fun. It ain't gonna say anything to try to turn themselves off. But your voice speaks for itself. It is what it is.
That's right. That's right. So, what kind of singer would you classify yourself as? Do you put yourself in a certain category?
I'm a pop singer,
Yeah.
and I think what upsets people is that I'm saying I'm a pop singer, when to so many others they feel like I'm better or could be. But that's what I do. You know what I mean? So that, you know, I have different types of pop styles, but that's the great thing about pop. You can mix it with pretty much any style. You can't sing in a jazz style singing an aria.
No.
I tried it before, and it makes people's noses turn up. It might sound good to you, but that's why I'm a pop singer, because I can sing a classical piece in a jazz style, and it sounds good, but probably not at a Mozart concert.
Okay.
Unless it was the end of the show. Unless it was the end of the show and it was just for fun. But you don't want to do that.
That's a very progressive Mozart concert.
They're going to set us back 500 years if she try
to. But you know, I can see why you call it pop. And once again, pop is popular music. That's what that means.
Yes.
And as long as
he's doing very good with it, because with pop, it's always uplifting. With other regionals we have, and other genres we have, you know, the R&B, and some of that can be sad, some of it can be happy. But with pop, you popping. It's popping.
I feel it's popping.
Everybody don't want to be all the time. You can crash like that listening to your car.
One thing I liked about your sound, I felt it was soulful too, though. It had a lot of soul in it. And for you to call, I understand why some people be like, you sure it's pop? But I understand why you say it's pop, because it is uplifting. It is very fast. It had a quick pace to it. And I mean, I listened to it and I was like, wow, this is like to go for it. Once again, I'm going to go with that one. I really dug it because that was your latest piece. And I thought that was really good. Really enjoyed that. Good job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good job. Good job. You have any questions, Quantum?
I do. So what made you, even though you were a child when you started, what made you pursue it as an adult?
You know, it was almost like I promised myself. And then it felt like as an adult, I was like, I promised myself again, you know, wanting to get better at it. It's hard as an artist to understand that people aren't necessarily looking for the best at music. And that has been so hard for me to accept for so long. So, you know, because I would try to perfect my piano skills. Aw, thank you. I would try to perfect a lot of things, but ultimately, it's not that you shouldn't pursue that aspect. When you try to learn the business, especially for me coming up, a lot of people who teach the business shouldn't be teaching the business, because they give you a lot of secondhand information. And the ones who probably were offered record deals in their heyday, they didn't make a good choice.
You know, not the heyday.
Yeah.
What was that?
Yeah. So. Yeah. So it's like, and I was in a class. So I'm not gonna open it up too much because the names. But there was a guy in there who pretty much, now that I'm an adult, I see he made it in the industry just by being lucky. Like, he didn't do anything. And like literally the position he had at that record company was just to sit around and smile at the artist. Like, you know, but he got paid. And when he was teaching me the information, I'm writing it down. And of course, like, you don't always think to look things up on the information. And I still have those notes. And one day when I look back, I said, he gave me the name of Clear Channel wrong.
No.
He's trying to say Clear Channel. And it's like, no, that's not it. He kept calling it Clear Radio.
Wow.
And it's like, no. And a lot of people who teach the business have no business teaching the business.
Preach.
Yeah.
Preach.
Yeah. And a lot of people who do, they've been hurt. by it.
Yeah.
They take something personal. Like sometimes, like for example, I did a show a few years ago, and it was a rock show, and the promoter came up to me. He kind of like berated me for a minute, and then I was like, okay, because I brought 7 people instead of 10, and like he just was really upset about that, and he kind of berated me privately but publicly, and then 10 minutes later he said, "You're really good at taking criticism." Like, okay. But you got to understand, he has a job to fulfill too. Your promise is to bring 10 people. His promise is that he was bringing 100 people or 500 people to the people who own the venue.
Wow.
Whatever he giving to me, he's getting 10 times that from the owner, most likely. I'm not saying it's okay for people to talk to you that way or to be super understanding. Some businesses don't care.
No.
But I'm just giving an example of sometimes people get hurt. If I had to let that one problem happen, I wouldn't have been doing paid shows at the time. I was getting paid to be there. I did not get paid what I wanted to get paid because I did not bring 10 people. But people need to understand, oh, that's so unfair, that's so unfair. But no, that's the business. Your contract is to fulfill 10 people. You know? And I brought 7 and 2 of them left because they were just industry people. So it just didn't work out. So it's not, people like to say thick skin, but they don't have the real world experience to explain it to you.
Right.
So that's like a real world experience of what happened.
Right. That makes sense.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can only imagine you're learning so much right now. So hey,
the industry though, there's snakes out there, and they just know people, and they know how to drop names, and they know how to sound important because they've been around a little bit, and so they entice you, and they say, "Oh, I got this for you," but it's really not a gift.
Yeah. I will say, people do complain about that a lot. I've never experienced that.
Oh, congratulations.
Well, yeah. I mean, I kind of, but not in that capacity. Like, people who get record deals, they always say that. They get upset.
So is that the goal? Are you an independent route? Or are you attempting to get a deal? What is your goal?
I want a record deal, and I'm working with the record company now. However, like I said, like when we first started, I don't release music. I mean, some of it is a financial choice because I'm independent, but it's also an artistic thing. Like I said, I don't release music like hotcakes. Like, even if I had the ability to, even if I did do it, at some point I would give it up, like, and then go back to the drawing board. It's not always artistic, like, oh, what I'm doing is so deep.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's usually the criteria of what a lot of these record labels are looking for. Sometimes I feel bad. I feel like, oh, God, maybe the times have just passed me by, like I'm old or something. But, you know, I have to have some kind of artistic integrity. If it's just a demo, I do have one demo I'm going to release. You guys are actually first to know that. I'm going to release a demo because it's my favorite song. I could have released it a long time ago, but my voice catch in the beginning, in the best part. And I wanted to re-record it, but that studio closed down. And I tried to get the files. It didn't work out. So I'd rather just release the demo.
I understand.
Because I like it. It's one of my favorite songs.
What's it called?
Yeah.
What's the song called?
Busy.
Busy.
Yes, busy.
What is it? What does that mean to you? Busy.
It just means I'm staying busy.
Word. I feel that.
Yeah, and it's a hip hop song, and and I will say, like, Yeah, so I'm so glad that I never did release it prior to like me having a deeper love for hip hop, because I was calling it pop, and it technically is pop, but it actually has the true elements of hip hop in it, all of it.
Okay.
And if you were to hear the original version, it would sound even more hip hop because it had the disco strings, you know, like dun, 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 like that. So we couldn't find that sound effect again, so it's not in there. But, huh?
Now you went Coolio on us. What was that? That was Higher Learning.
Yeah, so yeah, it's my favorite song, so I was just gonna release it just to release it, but just because I do that don't mean I'm gonna release 20 tracks.
Well, hey, let us if you got that track you wanted to put it on this, let us know. We'll put it up there for you.
Did I get that track? Check it.
Huh?
Yes, I will send it to you.
No, we didn't get that track. I sent you her link tree and her Spotify. I shared that with you. So what is your creative process? How do you get into the mood to write and then sing these songs? What's your process?
You know, most of the time I'm just kind of called to the piano and start composing. I have so many different styles of writing. I like just coming up with it right there. Sometimes in the studio. I love the original way, just sitting at the piano and letting it play. But in most studios, you know, they don't, the ones that I've been recording at don't have pianos anymore. So I have one piece I'm working on. I just started looking at someone and just let my fingers take control.
That's it.
And it, like, I like that.
That's it.
I like that.
That's
yeah.
That's it.
And every time I tried to show off, I would mess up.
That's right.
And that was something funny. I would mess up, but I like the mistakes.
That's right. You learn from those are not mistakes if you learn from them.
No, they're not.
Mm-hmm.
Those are lessons. Those are lessons.
Yes. Lessons.
Lessons. And
You have any other questions? You have any other questions, Quana?
I do. So, where do you see yourself in the next 2 to 5 years? Where are you going with? How far are you going with this? Is it everything, or is it part of it? Because we all have lives beyond what we want to do, our destinies. So, what do you plan on doing?
I want a new dress.
I know that's right.
The next 2 to 5 years.
Big one.
And I want to perform with that nice dress. You know, like, I actually kind of like this award thing.
Breathtaking.
Yeah, I kind of like it. You know, sometimes winning awards, I never thought about it because it seemed shallow.
Oh, yeah.
And especially when you meet other people that get awards and it's like they didn't do anything to earn it. And it's like, but award ceremonies also honor people who did earn it too.
That's right.
So even though other people are getting it and they didn't earn it, you can earn it too. And when I was younger, like, I would be like, how come all these other kids are getting the same award and I didn't get one? And I'm LinkedIn. You know, I wasn't invited. But you know what? They aren't invited to some of the stuff that I'm doing now. Okay. So everybody wins. Right. Everybody wins. And I kind of like it.
Right. It's notoriety. You know that somebody noticed what you've been doing. You're putting in that work and you're getting notoriety. We ourselves are pushing for awards, you know what I mean, for podcasting because, you know, you do all of this all day, all the time, a lot of times for free. And you're like, okay, somebody got to check us. Somebody got to let us know that we're doing something in there and they've been paying attention. So, you know, much respect to you for getting those awards. We had a young lady on the show from Detroit, and she stays winning awards. I will connect you with her. Her name is the R&B Princess. She's out of Detroit, Layla Michelle. And I believe both of you, and y'all can sing. Y'all can sing, so I don't know. I believe connect that, and then y'all let y'all do y'all thing because y'all can sing. And I love people that can sing because we're missing that in entertainment right now.
Yes, we need something real going on.
Yeah, we do.
Thank you.
It's a revolution.
That's right. That's right. And I hope I want us to be the place where all that realness and all that good stuff comes from. So I most definitely will connect that. So one of my favorite questions to ask artists is your top 3 influencers And they don't have to be from music and why. They could be just your top 3 influencers throughout all your walks of life. And God is given. You know what I mean? God is a given.
My influences have changed a lot. And Judy Garland, let's just leave her at number 1. And I want to say Michael Jackson, but now I'm older and I see him more as a person. It's not that I never did. It's just that I see Michael Jackson more as a person right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, and I always looked at him. Well, first of all, he is very superior.
Michael Jackson.
He is. He did a lot of practicing. But I also see him more as a human being. And I always have.
Yeah.
But he makes mistakes. I'm not just meaning just like music, but personal. Just like I saw a video of him when he was 7 and he forgot his line. I thought that was so cute, though. Like, that was cute.
Yeah.
So I didn't look up to that when I was little. I looked up to the perfection of him.
Yeah.
But I still love him. And I don't like him any less, you know. But I want to say Brittany Murphy, because you said I could go outside.
Go outside, yeah.
Music.
And why Brittany Murphy? You're
Wow.
thinking of the actress,
because
correct? The actress.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I was originally a Brittany Murphy fan when I was younger or little, and I said something kind of mean because you know how you just being a bratty kid.
Yeah.
I was saying something that because I was probably jealous of something she was wearing or something like that. It was childish. But when I became older and I actually started booking gigs, and I had I was sitting with the producer of a project I was doing, is voice acting. And then he was like, yes, but I want you to do this week, and I want you to do this one next week. And then you'll still be doing this and that. And I was like, oh, like Brittany Murphy. Because he explained it a couple times, but I guess I didn't get it. But when he explained it a certain way, I was like, oh, like Brittany Murphy. I was like, and he was like, yes, you're exactly like Brittany Murphy. He was using it as an example. I'm not comparing myself, but in this frame of what he was talking about, it made it click. I was like, you know what? I really do like Brittany Murphy. And then, you know, I always have, like I said, aside from that time I was being a bratty kid. Other than that, I really love her. And I look up to her now. Like, I just do. Like, I just kind of look up to her and how she really stayed in the public eye. And she continued to just do a lot of movies. And it's like, even if she wasn't the star, she was in monumental movies.
Oh, man, even on a TV show. She was on King of the Hill. I believe she was the voice of the daughter of King of the Hill.
Oh,
yep. I was doing voice acting. So that's probably why they did her a comparison, because they were saying, like, you could be on our show and you can do this and that. And I was like, okay, like Brittany Murphy. Yeah. Like, yes, like Brittany Murphy.
That's right. Rest in peace, right? She's no longer with us.
Yes.
Rest in power, actually. Yeah, man. Yeah, okay. So Brittany Murphy, Michael Jackson, of course, and number 3.
Well, I said Judy Garland, but I guess we can.
You Judy Garland. Yeah. No, we got all 3. We got all 3. We got all 3. Okay. Yeah. I've never heard that list. We've heard Michael Jackson before. Yeah. Never Brittany Murphy. Never heard Judy Garland. Never heard that.
People forget the forefathers. That's why. And once again, Judy Garland was there. She was just a little 5-year-old tap dancing, and that was before they had labor laws. And that's why I have to give credit to Bojangles. We have to give credit to Judy Garland, to Shirley Temple, Lulu. I believe her name is Lulu. These child stars. First of all, regular people, there was no laws protecting regular workers, let alone children. It was the Depression anyway. Those kids had to endure abuse. Yeah. But all we see are the smiles. All we see, you making me happy. But you don't think of all the work they put in. Even Bojangles. Like, everything he did was so inventive, but he worked for that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, he did something that nobody could do. Nobody was interracially dancing. Yeah. And I'm going to tell you, there's people today that's making history, but they don't have the talent to make up the history. They just was selected. He had the talent.
That's right.
To do it.
They had no choice but to know.
And so did Shirley Temple.
There it is.
Right.
Did that. I love those. Those movies was
that was a great list.
Very good.
That was a great list.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I added 3 more, huh? Or 2 more.
Nothing wrong with that. There is no rules on All Gas, No Brakes. It's all gas, no brakes. There are no rules.
That's awesome.
There are no rules. You have any more questions? You have any questions? Any more questions? I know I've been asking all the questions. My bad, Quan. You know, when I speak to artists, I have a good time.
I'm ready to go to Cali.
Oh man, I can't wait to go to Cali, man.
Yeah.
I can't. What's the weather like today over there?
Yeah. What was the weather?
It was kind of cold, a little. It wasn't raining or anything.
To you.
I guess it's a good temperature. It's not cold as in freezing.
Right.
It's not cold as in freezing. It's just, you know, it's not as hot.
Is it 70?
Yeah, the sun was out, and I got tan today because I took a walk this morning and I came back tan. You know, I try to walk at nighttime because sometimes this tan thing, it's like, I like to stay one color. You know, my makeup.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah, my makeup. You have to keep buying new makeup. Going out in the sun.
I bet. No, that Cali sun is hot.
Yes.
It's hot, and there are no trees anywhere. Where the trees at in Cali?
Well, in the Bay Area, there's more trees out here because we're by the water.
LA has no trees.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what makes it. Yeah, so in LA, the sun is more just beaming on you. It's like, dang, can you stop? Like, but out here, you can get a little bit of shadows from trees and houses and stuff. And I will say, living in the Bay Area, I'm a bit more spoiled. I notice when I go to other cities, I might feel a little strange. Like, where's the water? Like, you just feel something's different because I just think that just living near the water, you could just feel it.
We're going to have to take her
to
Austin.
So I have another question for you. What have you been doing during this whole COVID-19 situation? What have you been doing for yourself musically or for just your mind? What have you been getting into?
Man, it's been so many ups and downs. When I say ups and downs, it doesn't mean ups and downs as in ups and goods and bads. I hear stories from everybody else, and everybody said, "Oh, it's I'm making more songs and stuff like that." The making songs and stuff is new to me. I think it just made me like calmer. Yeah, it just made me calmer. So I was staying in the house anyway, but feeling like pressure that I have to leave. And so. Yeah, so it's just the rest of the world, you know, they finally caught on to what I was trying to do.
Right. Right. Hey, let them know.
I was already in the house.
Yeah.
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 That's what I was doing.
Yeah, because think about it. Some of these.
What they talking about. Everybody lost their minds. They got to stay in the house. I was already in the house.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what was crazy? Someone tried to force me to leave my house before the news broke. I was like, you know, I've just been staying in the house eating Hungry Man's and exercising and jazzercise. I could do this every day. And I'm telling her it's jazzercise. Working for me, you have to get out the house. It's bad. It causes depression. And a week later.
Yeah. That's
a week later.
No, that's a fact. No, that's a fact.
Yeah.
A week later than we're here.
So
it's crazy, this whole COVID.
Yeah, I was already getting Amazon Prime. Already had Amazon Prime.
What are you watching on Amazon Prime? Have you seen The Boys?
There he got it.
No.
Was somebody watching. You know I ain't watching shit.
You know I watch I'm a movie TV
I know buff. You do. You watch everything.
You gotta see The Boys on Amazon Prime.
What is that about?
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a quick
What is
synopsis.
that about?
It's about superheroes who, you know, behind closed doors, they're human beings, they're regular people, and they have imperfections, and you get to see all their imperfections. And there's a group of regular people that aren't happy with them, and they want. I'm gonna tell you this one because you're gonna see this right away. They want to kill them. Regular people that want to kill superheroes.
Oh, that's nice.
Crazy story. Quana, it's a bit grotesque. So I know you don't like them scary.
It's all
I gotta tell you the truth. I don't want to scare you, but it is an amazing story. Great story. So check it out if you watch it.
Awesome. I'll check that out. The Boys.
The Boys. BOYZ. Yep. So what's your mission as an artist? What is your mission as Miss Eyes? What's your mission?
Like, I would have to say, like, my soul. Like, that's something that's harder for me to explain, but it's not just, I feel like behind creativity, because I feel like we get so oversaturated calling something creativity, and there's very little, but behind the creativity is the soul. Yeah. So this soul.
Everything is to the soul.
Anna, you know, hey, Miss Eyes, look, thank you so much for being on the show. I don't want to keep you too long. We got you on here early. Quana was like, what time is it in California? And I was like, that's in my math. I thought it was 4 hours difference.
Right, because I know we got a difference. I've been I love Cali, so I know it's a difference in time. She in another time zone. What time is it? Where you at? What time is it?
It's 5:26 right now.
That's a good time. We at 8:26 right now. We dark.
I love that shit.
It's like 30 degrees outside.
Oh, really?
It's cold.
The wind blowing.
I'll tell you something. I can't wait to hit a beach.
The wind blowing. I got all these damn
poems
that's flowing through my head. I don't like.
One thing we haven't done in a very long time is ask you as someone that's on the show if you had a question for us that we could answer for you, and then we could start winding down. And really, once again, I appreciate you being on the show. It was dope. Eventually, we'll be in person.
Yes.
What's your guys' favorite food?
I love seafood.
Me too.
I would eat it every day of the week if I want.
What type of seafood do you like so much? Everything.
Lobster and crab legs and shrimp and oysters and clams and whatever you put.
Sharks.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Would you eat sharks?
I've had alligator and you know, all kind of. I was trying.
That's water food at that point. that's ain't that a reptile?
Hey, catch it and kill it. I got you. Put that bitch on the grill. I wouldn't give a shit.
Oh man,
what are you talking about? I would eat anything seafood. I would eat the motherfucking seafood. Like, oh, you gotta eat this raw. Well, give it here. Give me something. Put it on this bitch. I'm gonna eat that shit.
Put some lemon on it.
That's it, right? Give me that joy. Oh, we eat this raw. We don't cook it or nothing. Okay, just swallow it. I think I got it. I'm not
there with you on seafood. I'm not.
Just swallow it.
I'm not a. Oh man, look, I ain't gonna swallow it.
Just swallow it. Swallow it. That's all you gotta do. I got that part.
You're hilarious.
I can do
Mine,
it.
I'm a lasagna guy. I like lasagna.
Oh.
I don't know what it is.
Lasagna.
I love lasagna. I love Italian food, but I really like lasagna. Yeah. Or chicken parmesan, but Italian style.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that.
I wasn't expecting
that's my food.
You didn't expect anything.
I would get that is the easiest thing. Lord. I know your wife happy.
You know, not everybody know how to make the lasagna.
I know, but
not everybody know how to make the lasagna. Some people will try, and they use the wrong seasons. They use the, you know,
wow, down to the seasoning.
Right, it is easy. I would add some extra layers of shit in there. What you want? That's easy to
Well,
do.
hey, I'm gonna put you to the test with the lasagna game.
Well, all
We
that
gonna
shit
have.
in
You know,
there,
there's a place.
I would ask shit. What do you want?
There's this
You
place
want
in
a bacon,
Oakland
steak,
where
and
they make
cheese,
fresh
all kind of
pasta.
lasagna? You have all kind of lasagnas. The fuck you want? I don't make any
Oh,
goddamn
it
lasagna.
froze.
You would say there's a
Shrimp
place in Oakland that got
Alfredo
good lasagna?
lasagna. You have all kind of
Well, they
lasagna.
make their own lasagna, and you can buy it just fresh. They make it for you, and then you take it home and cook it.
Oh no, I ain't trying to do all that, yo. I'm trying to make that drink.
Make it right now. You know, I be in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I don't care. I be in the kitchen. You only like lasagna.
I used to love Italian food. I used to.
Good night. Good night. Buy me a bag of salad. My baby is ready to go to bed. He can get ready to go to bed. That is the easiest shit.
Lasagna is easy to you?
Oh my God, yes. That you're an awesome husband. I know she love you.
I try to be as easy as possible, man. Let me tell you something. Happy wife, happy life, man. But they
You better believe it. It's a rule.
But follow, happy spouse, happy house. So
you better know it. You better know it.
Yeah.
It goes both ways.
That's where I want to be in the next 1 to 5 years. I want to get married.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I know when you asked me that question, I just was looking at a new dress in my mind, and then when it moved on, I was like, oh yeah, I wanted to get married. It's just that, you know, I've been performing since I was a little girl, and I really did not get to do a lot of certain things because I was dedicated. Nobody's making me. I was just dedicated and being prepared for opportunities. But I feel like it wouldn't hurt me or nobody else if I get married. I think it would just make me happy.
Nobody else. Girl, trust me, you're going to hurt somebody's feelings. Trust me, somebody's going to be upset.
Yeah.
It should have been said
something. That's something else too. Like,
well, hey, look, congratulations on all the successes.
Thank
your
you.
music is awesome. Before we head out, because we're going to play your latest song, if you can tell us the title of that song again and what made you write it and what does it mean to you, and then, you know, we'll say where we can find us at again, and then we can head on out. But once again, you can just tell them about your latest song, what it's about, and what it means to you. That'd be awesome.
The song is about, you know, just going for it. Whatever it is that's good, that you really want, you can get it. You can achieve it. You can get it. And even if you don't get it, sometimes going for it is the win. So with that being said, that's my latest single, Go For It. You can stream it on Spotify. You can purchase it on Amazon, as well as Tidal, Deezer, and all of your online retailers.
That's right. Get that song. Go for it. Get it. It is a dope song. It was very motivational. I love being motivated, especially during these times that we're in right now. It's so rough and tough out here. We don't know if we taking the shot to survive. We taking it to not survive. We don't know what the hell's going on. And, you know, I believe the blessing in these times is the fact that a lot of us are now going after our dreams. And I think that song, it has all that. It accomplishes all that. It's like, yo, we're going for it.
We know what everybody is doing, so keep doing what you're doing because you are an inspiration to someone.
Word.
All right.
Thank you.
You'll get somebody upset when they take off the market. Somebody gonna get pissed.
I don't plan on telling the whole world, but you know, I want to have an awesome husband and wedding day.
You better take that.
I pray. We pray for that for you. And let me tell you.
Thank you.
Hey, look, be patient. Patience is a superpower.
Baby, no rush.
Hey, let her know, let her know. So, hey, Miss Oz, if you could tell everybody where they can find you at again, all your Instagram, all your websites, all the links again, and then we're going to just head on out. Thank you once again.
Instagram.com/Miss Eyes, MSEYEZ. On there, the link in my bio is to my link tree, which is linktree.com /Miss Eyes, MSEYEZ. On YouTube, I'm Eyes Pop Music, Facebook, Eyes Pop Music, Twitter, EYE39Z. But, just go to my Linktree. Everything's there. Linktree.com /Miss Eyes, MSEYEZ.
Awesome. And Miss Quanda, if you could tell them where they can find you at, please, that'd be great.
I am Quanda Ballin. I am on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I'm everywhere.
She's everywhere.
Hey.
And she's now you're doing reels. Thank you for doing the reels. I love the reels.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
And I'm at Super Saiyan Santi. I'm everywhere as well. Shout out to my boy Rex Corollas and Witcher. Shout them all out. And my boy OG_Frank. Shout them all out. And thank you so much once again to have you on the show. We've been chatting for a long time. We finally got to do this. Can't wait for it to be in person. That's going to be dope.
Yes. All right, y'all.
Okay, awesome.
Everyone be safe.
Bye.
Thank you, guys. Peace.
If you like what you see, then why do so many people hold back what they're feeling? Don't look away, just see me through. Just live within the moment that you're feeling. So if you like it, then baby, go for it, go for it, go for it, go for it. So if you like it, then baby, go for it, go for it, go for it, go for it. If you love it and you live it, every moment filled with passion and consistency. You put in effort in every detail. Precious, your triumph day is coming.